such a will.
Don't carry it. If you married the old man, there wouldn't have been all this bother.
He's made this will just out of revenge because I didn't marry him.
Don't do that. I didn't make the will. And don't do that either. He's left you $250,000.
He's made impossible conditions.
Well, you've only got to marry his nephew.
What? Does Mr. Fergus, whatever the name is, marry a backwoods Buck Navvy in Toronto?
Bosh. I'd marry my old charwoman if she'd been left $250,000. And I hate the poor old soul, too. Now, that's very likely he. Now, am I to say you won't consider it?
How can I marry a man I've never seen?
Well, see him. That's easy. Hello. What is that? Is that you, Toronto?
Transferring what I know. Have you finished? Are you transferring what I know?
Are you Toronto, Canada, C-A-N-A-double?
If he's anything of a man at all, he'll refuse the terms of the will just as I do.
If he's anything but a fool, he'll take a chance.
Bunny.
What?
Do you benefit if this marriage comes off?
Don't be impertinent.
Do you?
No, I mean, yes, £10,000. That's nothing to do with it. What? I want Canada. Well, what country have I got?
Are you transferring for I know? Toronto wants you. 1 moment, please. You're through.
Get off the line, everybody. Mr. Fergus Wimbush?
Yeah, I'd tell you exactly what I feel about this will business if I hadn't my relatives here. If my old uncle thinks that dead or alive he can make me marry any woman, he's wrong. Some fat old dame, I suppose.
She's not a fat old dame.
Tell him to go to the devil. Tell him. Let me speak to him. Let me tell you, the last thing I want to do is to marry a Canadian hobo.
What? Yeah, how many people on this line?
Listen.
You pig! If you think I'd have anything...
Oh, now there's a confounded woman on the line. Switch off. Switch!
Oh, do you hear what he called me? Let me tell you, I'd die before I'd even agree to see you. There's a double clinic on here. 1 moment, please. I'll change the line.
Canada! Give me Canada! Exchange.
What are you talking... Oh, I wasn't talking to you at all. Oh, that's that.
Well, what have you arranged?
Hanged if I know.
$250,000. You might see her anyway.
Yes. I might.
No. And now I don't know what we've arranged.
I don't care. I'm not going on with it.
You'll have to.
Who'll make me?
I will. Huh? Now, don't put your cigarette in the ink. Don't do that. Do you know what your income is?
Yes, too little.
$500 a year. And you spend $800.
Impossible.
I may be your uncle by marriage, but there's no reason why I should fork out another $300 a year.
Oh, Bunny, you're a darling. You're the sweetest little thing that ever was.
Don't do that. Don't do it. I
darling,
won't be
darling.
sweezled and windled. I mean, say swindled and weaseled. Unless you agree to carry out the terms of this will, you'll have to economize.
I can't.
You'll have to leave your flat.
I won't.
You will? I'll give the landlord notice today.
Where am I to live?
You'll have to take a tiny cottage.
Oh, there aren't any.
Well, I'll find you one. I will.
Oh, no, Bunny, darling.
No,
Now,
don't
sweet,
do that.
you're very trying now.
Don't do it. Out you go, young woman. Out you go and think it over.
I want my bag.
No.
You're a miserable old thing.
Go on.
I won't do it. I think you're an absolute swine.
Be
Goodbye,
off.
darling.
Oh, Lord. That girl will be the death of me. Jonathan, find me a cheap cottage at once and have that ink pot cleaned.
Yes, sir. There's, Mrs. Hubbard's cottage, sir.
Mrs. Hubbard, oh, Lord, yes. That's the woman who's always wanted to raise money for village industries, which nobody wants. Well, I'll write to her, but don't leave me alone with her. She's not safe, Jonathan.
No, sir.
No.
And she's had 3 husbands, sir.
Quite. Nobody's safe from Mrs. Hubbard. Yeah.
What we want is money. We must have money.
Yes, my dear lady, I only wanted to
Then
say...
there is the ancient lace industry peculiar to Waddle.
Yes, my dear Mrs. Waddle, Bottom, Mrs. Hubbard, I mean...
That is a very ancient craft. No, it wants a place like this.
Quite so, very much.
Now,
yes.
this is a £5,000 building. Now, we could then include a corner for the chair makers,
Yes.
the old willow bottomers.
Yes.
You could, of course, take in the larger project and include the leather punchers from Fiddlecott.
Leather punchers.
Now, do you think your friends would possibly be persuaded to... Oh, I am so sorry. I seem to have done something. Do you think they'd spring £50,000?
I'm certain
Something
they
like
wouldn't.
this.
What on earth's this thing on your arm?
This is my national scheme, involving the expenditure of £250,000. Now,
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
you surely want to hear about my scheme.
No, I don't.
Now, for the expenditure of £250,000, you could engage the service
Stop. What I want to know is this. Will you or will you not let your cottage, the Red Barn, for £4 a week for 6 months?
Certainly.
Good. June the 1st, Mrs. Farrer.
June the 1st, Mrs. Farrer.
I won't go. I don't care what kind of a cottage she takes for me. I won't go. You'd better give notice to the tradespeople. But, Madam, if you're not going... Oh, don't be ridiculous. Do as I tell you. I say.
I hope Mrs. Farrer will prove a careful tenant. She'll just be in time for the pageant. Oh, I do beg your pardon. Goodbye, Mr. Bunston. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Will you say when, sir?
Never will I take on a woman's affairs again. Confound it, man, do you want to make me drunk? Well, thank goodness I've settled that matter.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm afraid you haven't.
Sailing 23rd, Fergus Wimbush. Why the blazes doesn't he say when he's arriving?
Southampton, sir. June the 1st.
Well, I've packed, but I'm not going.
Well, if you don't want to go, come and meet the fella. He's to be here, too.
I shan't do anything of the kind. What time did you say? Have you seen him?
Not yet, Mrs. Farrer. He's driving up from Southampton. Do you want to see Mr. Bunston?
No, wait.
But, Mrs. Farrer, what...
Darling.
He's here.
Mr. Bunston in?
Yes, sir. This way, sir.
Thanks.
Might be worse.
Well, I said I'd give it a chance. I'll see the old dame.
She's not an old dame.
I know my uncle's taste in women.
You're quite wrong. She's an attractive little widow. Good ankles, nice, well, you know.
Well, I might look her over. If she's not too bad, I'll think about it.
Yes, the trouble is, I can't persuade her to see you.
What? See here, I've come 3,000 miles and I'm going to see her. Where is she?
At her flat.
Well, no woman's going to refuse me before I ask her. Take me to her.
Ah, very well, I will. Well, all I know is she won't see you.
Won't she? I'll walk in on her and turn her down flat.
Hello. Hello. Yes, sir. That's right, Martha. Take the luggage to the garage. I'll meet you there. Leave a note on the door saying, gone away. Yes, that's it. Hurry, hurry.
Well, how do you like my car? Beautiful silent third. Nothing will pass this on the road.
It may have escaped your notice, but we drive on the left side of the road in this country.
That's so.
Yeah.
Well, let's see this woman. Huh. Where's she going?
The cottage.
Where's that?
Red Barn, Whittlesham.
Oh, I'll go there.
Then I'll say goodbye.
Oh, no.
Yes, oh, yes. My life's valuable to me if it isn't to you.
Oh, I'll go easy.
Oh, remember now, for heaven's sake, remember the left side of the road in this country.
We must get to the cottage first.
But supposing he doesn't follow?
Then he can do the other thing. I'm not going to be looked over like an old horse. He's going to be taught a lesson. Please. Quickly.
Right, miss.
I'm sorry, if I don't have a drink, I'll die.
Oh, all right. Over the other side, we got to drink when we can.
Here we drink when we like. Free country, my boy. Double whiskey, please, miss.
Bar's closed, sir. Lemonade or ginger beer?
Oh, my head.
That's all right.
Thank you, miss.
How about that silent third you talked about? Something wrong with the thing?
Yeah, water in the carburetor or something.
Yeah.
Why, somebody's pinched my tool bag. How far to this woman's cottage?
About 4 miles.
Well, I'll go. You stay here. I'll get a mechanic.
Well, don't be long. I hate this place.
Morning. Morning. Red Barn's got tenants, they say. Ha! Trust old Mrs. Hubbard to make a bit.
Mrs. Hubbard's let a cottage. I hope they're nice people. It always makes a difference, I think, if people fit in. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, miss.
Which way to the station?
Eh?
Which way to the station?
I don't know, but I'll go with you and find out, if I may. Have you got a silent third, too? Eh?
No.
Thank God.
Mrs. Fowler. Oh. I'd like to speak to Mrs. Fowler, please.
Won't you come in, please, sir?
Thank you.
Mrs. Farrow's been called away, sir.
What?
She's had to go and visit a sick friend 20 miles away.
What's her address?
Oh, she didn't say, sir. But she'll ring up, no doubt.
Well, I've come 3,000 miles to see her, and I'll see her if I wait a year.
What name, sir?
Fergus Wimbush.
Oh, yes.
What, you know it?
Oh, she did mention it, sir. Yes.
Oh. Well, I expect I'd better be getting along. I suppose there's a pub somewhere around here?
Oh, I'm sure the mistress wouldn't like you to stay at the pub. I mean the hotel, sir. We can give you a bed here.
Thanks. What's your name?
Perkins, sir. Polly Perkins.
Ah, nice name, Polly. And Perkins.
Thank you, sir. Tea, sir?
Thanks, that's an idea.
Where's the other girl?
She's indoors talking to him.
Him? She got a fella here?
No. A gentleman what's come to see Mrs. Farrow. Millionaire he is.
Go on.
The tea, Martha.
Hello.
Be off with you. Don't hang about here. Martha, the tea.
Two of them in there. And a man.
Say, what's the idea of all this trash all over the room, huh?
Pretty ghastly, isn't it?
What?
I mean, it isn't Mrs. Farrow's taste, sir.
Gee, look at this. Somebody's been wasting a lot of time, huh?
Yes, sir.
Aren't you going to have any?
Oh, no, sir. Servants don't take tea in the sitting room, sir.
Don't they? Oh, they do where I come from. Come on.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Ah, that's better. Do you mind if I do this?
Oh, no.
Oh, it's more homelike, huh? Gee, what's a nice girl like you messing around as a parlor maid for? You ought to come to Canada. You got a young man?
Oh, no, sir.
Oh, you got a dozen out there.
I don't want a dozen.
Well, come to Canada anyway.
I'm thinking of it.
You are?
Oh, only thinking of it, sir.
I knew you didn't mean it.
Here, tain't no use you going round there. She's got a fella better than you. A millionaire, they say. Ah, having tea with him now she is in the parlor.
Yeah, it's a land of great things. You'd love it.
Would I, sir?
Sure. Perkins,
Yes, sir.
what sort of a woman is this Mrs. Farrer, anyway?
Oh,
Honest?
oh, she's all right, sir.
Yeah, but what's she like?
Like? Oh, well, she's my height and figure, if I may say so, sir.
But not pretty, I bet, huh?
Well, you'd hardly call her pretty. But, she comes out all right in a photograph.
Show me one.
Show you one.
Here.
Oh. Oh, yes.
Well, have I come 3,000 miles to see this? Oh, dear.
Your room's ready, sir.
What? Oh, thanks. Which is it?
This way, sir. I'll show you, sir.
Hey.
You oughtn't to have tea with him like that. Why not? The village will talk. Oh, the village won't know. Taking tea with him, they say.
So Jake says.
Yes, he saw them together.
Come to see the missus.
Two of them, they say.
Then this here gentleman come.
No. There ain't no Mrs. Farrer there.
Time she was, from all I hear.
There are two maids and one man.
I heard two men and one girl.
Oh, no, dear. Let's be charitable. Two maids and one man.
Anyhow, Mrs. Hubbard should be told. It's so bad for the village.
Quite.
That's a fact. I'm getting back to Canada, you bet. But not with Mrs. Farrer.
No.
No. Tomorrow I'm going to tell her so. Good night.
Good night. Martha?
Oh, hello.
Hello. Oh, Good morning, sir.
Mrs. Farrar arrived yet?
Not yet, sir. Sugar, sir?
Thank heaven. No, thanks. Oh, what's Mr. Bunson's telephone number?
Chancery 490, I think, sir.
Is that Chancery 490? Oh, is that you, Bunsen?
I can't hear you. Do speak up.
Say, you got a cold.
Have I got a cold? Oh, Lord, do you think it's my natural voice? What? Well, have you seen Mrs. Farrar?
No, I'm waiting for her. Yes, I don't care if she's away, yeah. Perkins and Martha are looking after me. Especially Perkins.
Perkins? Oh, Jonathan. Look, we have a train for Whittlesham. I must go and find out what's going on.
Thank you. I think I like the old country better than I did. Yes, the Englishman's house is certainly his castle.
What's he doing now? Having a drink. Come down. I'm coming up.
Mrs. Hubbard should be told. We feel you ought to know about it. Not for a moment do we suggest. And of course we don't think.
Right. I'll just go up as though to ask if Mrs. Farrar is there. I'll soon find out what's going on. I do hope they're being careful with your things. You know what tenants are, especially with only servants in the house. I'll soon find out. Clams for the Winterbottomers. All complete.
Quite.
We're wrecking the room.
A jolly room, cluttered up with all this rubbish.
You know something about why I'm here, hmm? About this will, I mean.
I've heard something, sir.
Don't you think I'll be a fool?
To throw away all that money, sir?
No, to marry because of it.
Money's very useful, sir.
Good heavens, do you think I'd marry a face like that?
Oh. I don't know what kind of face you like, sir.
I can tell you.
I think I'd better get on with my work, sir.
Yeah.
Is your mistress here?
Oh. No, madam. I'm Perkins. Oh.
I beg your pardon, but aren't you Mrs. Farrar?
Certainly not. I am the owner of the cottage.
Yeah, but Mrs.
That
Farrar...
cottage is let to Mrs. Farrar. Or I thought it was. May I ask who you are?
Wimbush was the name, but surely Mr. Bunsen said...
Mr. Bunston? Oh, you know him.
Why, of course, he sent me here.
But that makes all the difference.
I am Mrs. Hubbard. How do you do?
Mrs. Farrow's been called away, madam. She's visiting a sick friend, but I expect her back at any moment.
Yes, well, it didn't look like it just now.
Oh.
You may go.
Yes, Mum.
What? Excuse me, will you?
It's all very extraordinary.
Hey, what's all this? She says she's Mrs. Hubbard.
Yes, sir.
Well, what's the idea?
Oh, I don't like to tell you. In fact, I can't tell you.
Oh, come on. Out with it.
Oh, you see, sir, Mrs. Farrow wanted to see you, to see whether she liked you, without your knowing who she was, sir.
Yeah, but the way she talked to you just now, huh?
She pretended not to know me, sir. You see, sir?
Ah, she was Mrs. Hubbard in that picture. Why, I looked at it myself.
Yes, sir, she's both.
She's both. Oh, a bigamist, eh? Am I to make a third?
No, sir, no. She's had 3 husbands. You see, the old gentleman who made the will, he knew her as Mrs. Farrow. Yes, sir.
Oh, I see. You know, I couldn't make head or tail of it at first.
No, sir. It was a bit difficult.
Yeah, well, who put her up to all this, huh?
Oh, I expected it was Mr. Bunston.
Bunston? The wily old... Trying to fix up a romance between me and that old thing, huh? I'll twist his tail.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Bunston has left? Who is this Mr. Wimbush?
He's a rich Canadian, madam.
Rich!
3 husbands, eh? That old thing.
Please remember, she's the mistress, sir.
Yeah, what I can't understand is how she ever became a wife. Yeah, 3 husbands, eh? Well, she hasn't got a dog's chance of a 4th. I'm going to tell her so.
Oh, please, sir, don't say anything about it.
What?
Let her go on thinking that you believe she's Mrs. Hubbard. Please.
Our secret, eh?
I hope so, sir. Besides, you might get to like her.
What, that old bird?
Did we order it?
No, but I thought you'd like it. I picked it out for you myself.
Thank you.
Well, you're welcome.
A love token.
What do you mean by accepting presents from men?
Oh, and why not?
Because I say so. Give it to me. Oh.
I'm so sorry I didn't realize who you were. I'm sure you're interested in English village life. Come into the garden. You know, you and I must get to know one another better. I'm sure it's much in common.
Good morning, Perkins. What is all this?
Mrs. Farrow's been called away, sir.
So it seems.
And she won't be back for a month.
Indeed. And will Mrs. Farrow object to my waiting for a month?
Very much indeed. Mrs. Farrow wishes to manage her own affairs. And she asked me to tell you that she didn't want you to poke your nose in where you weren't wanted.
You ungrateful little hussy. Now, what the devil is all this tomfoolery?
Now, if you start like this, you won't be able to keep it up for a month.
You ought to be smashed.
I'll take 'em round the kitchen.
He thinks you're a naughty old man. And I'm not sure he isn't right.
Now look here. I will not stand this any longer.
I'm going to manage my own affairs in my own way. If you want Mr. Wimbush to marry Mrs. Farrow, Mr. Wimbush must first want Polly Perkins so much that he'll chuck up this whole fortune. And I won't marry him until I'm sure. There.
Quite right. and ridiculous. Good heavens, isn't that Mrs. Hubbard out there?
You as a businessman will understand my difficulty, Mr. Wimbush. I am trying to revive willow bottoming.
What bottoming?
The seating of chairs at Waddle Bottle. But the whole difficulty is money. We must have money.
If you want to stay, you'd better be prepared to tell a few fibs.
No, thank you.
You've got to stay. I may need you if he finds out.
Nothing will induce me to stay.
What about your 10,000?
Oh, no. I must be getting old. I'd forgotten about that.
Look out, they're coming.
But I never could tell fibs. I was always found out at school.
Then keep out of the way. Go for a walk.
I can't go on walking all day.
Then sit in the pub and play darts.
I hate pubs. I hate beer. And I don't play darts.
Then you're going to have a terrible time.
Ah, Mr. Bunsen. You see, I've met your friend, Mr. Wimbush. I find we've much in common. Now, I can't leave you two men all alone to take care of yourselves. So until Mrs. Farrell comes back, Mr. Wimbush has suggested that I should stay.
No. You said...
No, I don't think it's really necessary.
No trouble. I'm staying at the vicarage. In fact, with a show coming up in the village tomorrow, I want to be at hand. Unless Mr. Bunsen objects. It's all settled then. Now I'll go and put the house in order. One can't leave everything to the servants. I had no time for any spring cleaning, so there's a great deal to be done. Perkins, we'll start at the top of the house, and I'll give you a wonderful herb dinner and some of my delicious raspberry wine. Come along, Perkins.
Yes, run along, Perkins. Mrs. Farrell loves to have the place clean. She hates doing housework herself, I know.
Perkins?
I'll learn you. Oh, Mr. Bunsen, Mr. Wimbush has been asking me questions about Mrs. Farrell. Questions I didn't like to answer. I said you would.
Now then, I thought you said Mrs. Farrell was charming.
So she is, yes. The charm's all her own.
Yeah, well, I haven't found it.
No, you wouldn't. It was this open-air business. Wind on the Heath, brother. Herb dinners. Oh, my God.
Did you know her other husbands?
Intimately. I mean, I must go for a walk. I must have a walk.
Yeah, well, I'll come with you.
No, you stop. You stop here and get to know Mrs. Farrell better. You will discover her charms. She's got them somewhere.
Yeah, I love walking.
I hate it, so I'm bad company.
Yeah, but...
No, I must go. Can't stop, must run.
We'll stop on the rug, Perkins. They all want beating.
Yes, beating very hard.
Oh, gosh. Well, you asked for it. You've got it. It's my last day off and I'm going.
Isn't she coming too?
No.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, Lord.
Perkins?
Oh.
I hope that girl's hands are as sore as my feet. Oh.
Perkins! Perkins!
Hello?
Perkins.
Vicky.
Why don't you chuck it all, huh?
That's just what I feel like.
Well, I'm off to Canada.
Without Mrs. Farrell?
You bet.
What? Not even for $250,000.
Not much. It isn't only her face. I'll tell you what decided me more than anything.
Yes.
I just hate deceit in a woman.
That's right.
Yeah, even if I liked her, I wouldn't stand for that trick of hers. You know, trying to get to know me without me knowing her. No, I wouldn't stand for that from any woman.
Well, I'm sure she meant well.
I like a woman to be open and above board. That's why I like you.
Oh.
I'd like to say to you, no more scrubbing floors, no more grates, no more carpet beating.
I'd like to say it too, only I can't now.
Why not? Someone you're fond of?
Well, yes, rather.
Oh. Oh, hell, who is it? Enjoyed your walk?
Very much.
Polly.
Oh, excuse me.
Hey.
Bonnie, listen. You've got to do something about it. I've done it.
Mind my foot.
Oh, he hates people who deceive people.
Oh, my blisters. Oh.
He'll despise me. Oh, you've got me into this. You've got to get me out of it.
Well, tell him the truth.
Oh, I can't.
You must. I can't go on walking any longer.
Oh, Bonnie, darling, the way he looked at me. Oh, he'll never speak to me again when he finds out the truth.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
That'll do, Perkins. Get me a bar.
Yes, sir.
And Perkins, put some element into it.
Yes, sir.
Now, look here, who's this girl, Perkins? What do you know about her?
I must go for a walk.
Well, you can't. You're tired out.
Oh, no. I can't go on walking forever.
Now, listen to me. Listen.
I have been sorry. I can't stop. I must run. This is worth a lot more than £10,000. Oh, Lord, what have I ever done that I have to go for these infernal walks?
Well, now, you get it right this time, or I'm not going to play with you anymore, I tell you. Oh, excuse me, sir. Now I'm going to make 180 this time, you watch me.
What be you doing there? I saw him, I tell you. Slapping her, he were. Maybe she wanted it, but he didn't seem to mind doing it.
Thanks.
What do you want, sir?
A couple of aspirins.
Yes, sir?
All right.
I loathe beer.
Sorry, sir, we've only a beer license.
Oh, well, get me a small wine glass full.
Very good, sir.
Like to have a game, sir?
I thank you, no.
Here you are, sir.
Not bad.
Good, sir.
I find I don't dislike beer as much as I used to. Give me another.
Certainly, sir.
And all the men and women today when you're around. Well, cheerio, cheerio. Come on, Hoggy, old boy, come on. Come on, let's take him out again and drops. I mean dots. Smoking like a man. All right, thank you, baby. Whoa. Double 13. Try again. Double 13. Oh, I say, this is enough for me. I must go. I must
early. Yes, I hadn't come early.
there we are. There's an umbrella when I came here. I don't know. There it is. Well, goodbye, all of you. Goodbye. Glad to see you. You must all come and dine with me on my birthday. Tea party. Get out. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
I say,
Oh, go away and leave me to it.
where's old Tiddlywinks?
Can't you rest without her? Get out.
Oh, all right.
Oh, hang the people. Now what is it?
Do I live here?
Well, what's happened to you?
Well, I'll tell you.
Come inside and tidy yourself, you silly old man. You're drunk.
I am.
I'm going to lay the table for dinner. The goodness knows if you'll ever get any.
Lie down. Don't fidget. Devil 13. I've always wanted to do that. You see, my dear, before you know where you are, you propose to that old thing. She eat him up, and the fell'll be in the fire. You lose $500,000, he lose, I lose, we all lose. Millions.
He'd never marry her. Not with a face like that and a figure like St. Paul's Cathedral.
Do you think that is quite wise, Mr. Bunston?
Every time a prize, Angela.
Gracious heaven.
Why, I tell you, she's not a bad-looking woman. If you don't look at her, you propose to her, it'll be all up. He'll never forgive you for making a fool of him, for making a fool of all of us.
Good luck to him.
Good luck to everybody.
You'll be late for dinner.
What's for dinner?
Herbs. And some of her delicious raspberry wine.
Of course they must find you something to do in the village pageant tomorrow. Will you have some more wine?
No, no thanks.
No? Even Mr. Bunston will do something. If he's in a fit condition. I'll speak about it tonight at the Institute.
Take that thing away. I've done all I want to with that.
And now I'll show you our work at the Institute. No news of Mrs. Farrar?
No, Mum.
Oh, dear, dear, dear. Then I'm afraid you'll have to put up with me.
Ah, that'll be great.
You see, Mr. Wimbush, our aim is to revive village industries, to give them back their old sports and games, English traditions and customs.
Oh, yeah.
To bring back, as it were, a soul to the village.
Yeah, but what do they do?
What do they do? Well, they have a loom, there is stitchery, rapier work, rug making, leather punching, and they do the most delightful Morris dancing. Of course, we've had to cut out all that dreadful modern jazz. They dance to the table and the pipes. everybody? Everything ready for the pageant tomorrow?
Ah, willow bottoming, huh?
The loom.
Oh, yeah.
Good evening. Oh, Daisy, you will be in number 4 tableau tomorrow afternoon. Miss Brown has your costume.
Yes, Mrs. Hubbard.
Ah, child, you have your costume for Miss England in the tableau of Empire tomorrow?
Yes, ma'am.
That's right.
What's up, hmm?
I got a lot. It must be the monks.
Better go home before you give it to the Empire, huh?
Delicious. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
My willow bottomer. Good evening. Good evening. My butcher at play. Oh, I do want you to hear this. This is the oldest folk song in existence. This will be a special tableau.
Hushed in death, the minstrel lies by his tomb, bright eyes are weeping, mute and tuneless.
Hello. Miss Perkins here?
I don't think so, sir.
Oh, Lord. I suppose she's still washing up. Oh, yeah.
Touching.
Oh, most touching.
Well caught. 50% alcohol. 100% alcohol. Pure accident.
Pure alcohol.
I resent that.
I'm worried. Somebody may give the show away at the Institute.
What show? Which way?
Why, that she isn't Mrs. Ferrer.
My idea is she's after him. She may get him. Nobody's safe from Mrs. Hubbard.
And remember, Mr. Hogbin, that platform must be built and ready on the ground at 3 o'clock.
Yes, Mrs. Hubbard.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, Mrs.
Oh, well.
Mr. Wimbush has made a proposal. And I think I can say it will be to our mutual benefit.
Hold up. I only said...
Yes, my dear man. We'll come to details in a moment. We must bring Mr. Bunston in on this, I suppose. But in the meantime, come. I want to show you something.
Miss Rand. Now you've done it.
Done what?
He's proposed to her. She's accepted him. You lost everything. He's lost everything. We've all lost everything.
Oh, rot.
It's true. He's in there now. They're together, hobnobbing about reviving ancient industries.
Oh, rot.
Talking about willow bottle.
Now, the willow-bottoming of chairs has been a lost art for more than 200 years. Here we have the original design.
Yes.
And here we see what could be done.
Oh, yes.
Look here. I'm going to tell him you're Mrs. Farrer.
Don't you dare.
Then why the devil did you start all this Polly Perkins tomfoolery?
I wanted to see if he'd marry any woman for her money. But I never thought he would.
Come. You better let me tell him.
No.
But you can't leave things like this.
Can't I? I can. Tomorrow I pack and go.
But you simply can't go.
Of course I can. A Polly Perkins can always go. I wish she'd never been born.
Oh, you're up.
I've packed. We're going.
Oh. Aren't you going to take him his morning tea?
Take it to him yourself. I hope he chokes him. Oh,
no.
Hello, where's Perkins?
She's packing, sir.
What? But
She's upset.
why?
She's heard.
Oh, come on, what is it? Out with it.
She's heard about you and Mrs. Hubbard. If you marry that woman, sir, you'll be sorry for it.
What? Does Perkins think that?
Yes, sir.
Who told her so?
Mr. Bunston. Oh,
Bunston, hmm? Where is he?
having his bath, sir.
You can't come in. I'm in the bath.
Come on, or let me in.
Confound it, man. This is England.
What have you been saying to that girl?
Give me a towel and I'll talk to you.
Now, what have you told that girl?
I told her what I'd heard.
Does that old woman think a kind word's a proposal?
She's made 3 husbands think so.
Yeah, did you know Mr. Farrer?
I must go for a walk.
Oh, you're crazy.
Well, all I can say is I never thought... Gosh, I wish they wouldn't do that.
Look here, I've got to speak to you. Polly, Perkins, if you don't open the door, I'll shout it out. I don't care if you can hear or not. I never proposed to that old witch, and I'll tell her so.
And you'd better.
Listen.
Confound it, is there no privacy in this infernal cottage?
Look here, you're my solicitor. You've got to act for me.
How the deuce can I act for you when I haven't got the clothes on?
Well, put them on.
Besides that, I promised to go for a walk with my old friend Pigsty, Hogwash. What's his name?
Name like... All I got to do is to tell her where she gets off.
Where she gets off, I see.
This is facility. That's it for George. Alice has got them up. Good morning, so we shall need a new Miss England for the Empire.
Now tell her where she gets on, or whatever it is.
I don't want there to be any misunderstanding about what I said last night.
No, of course not. The procession at 3:45, if you please, Mr. Makepeace.
Oh, quite.
We shall work together, Mr. Winbush. I shall want you to be with me for the procession of Tableau. I shall be Minerva, the goddess of work, you know. Now, you shall be... Yes, we'll get a costume for you.
I'm afraid I can't.
What?
My solicitor will act for me.
Oh, that is very kind of him. You shall be one of the judges, then. That's it.
Now, can I have a word with you alone, please?
My dear man, I'm up to the eyes. You really must be safe.
Listen, Mrs. Hubbard.
Good morning, good morning. Oh.
Well, she got off all right.
Bunsen, I want to ask you something.
Yes, I'm going for it. I mean, say, I've got a return match at darts.
Mrs. Hubbard says, would you come along and try your costume?
What costume?
Well, we don't quite know, but it's some kind of Greek god.
Oh, Greek god, I think you said.
Now, Polly, listen to me. Don't make such a row. I want to talk to you.
I know my place, sir.
You coming to the fair today, Perky?
Go on, you're one of the lost arts in the pageant. You can't look after her.
Oh, why not?
Oh, please, I'm not going out with anybody. Yet.
Perky, Alice has got the mumps, and we want you in our pageant on the Empire van. We want you for Miss England.
Oh, nonsense. What could I wear?
Just yourself, Perky.
Yes, I'll do it.
Good. We line up at Briggs Meadows at 3:30.
Look here, will you come to Canada?
I'll tell you this afternoon. On the fairground, 4 o'clock, after the procession. See that I get the first prize.
Say the word and I'll bolt with you to Canada now.
4 o'clock. I think that ought to do the trick. Oh, Bunny, darling, what have they been doing to you?
Pretty sort of thing at my time of life.
Oh, look,
Well, what are you up to?
do you like it?
What's the idea?
When he sees me in that, he's going to forget all about hating women who deceive him.
Oh, I see. It's to stop him thinking.
Yes.
More likely to start him off.
Well, why not? And then I shall just fall into his arms and melt, as it were.
Yeah. I expect I shall be melting too in this thing.
Oh, the poor baby.
Look here. I'm going to bolt with Perkins, did she tell you?
Well,
I know you don't.
Where
are you going?
I'll go for a walk.
Oh, no. No. Don't you think I'm right?
Nice girl. Nice girl. Of course, you don't know. Better wait and see how she looks dressed up for the street.
Oh, don't be silly. I'm crazy about her. Clothes or no clothes.
Oh, really, my dear fellow, you mustn't talk of her.
Then the past arts and crafts, not past for the judges to review them. Then I shall deliver my speech.
Have you got any 6-inch nails?
Yeah.
I said 6-inch. 3-inch won't hold.
I haven't got any. She'll hold. It's only for a minute.
A minute of Mrs. Hubbard.
Mr. Benson, by my side, if you please. Sound the bugle for the advance.
Oh, no doubt about it. The Empire must have first prize.
Empire? Colonel, the Empire?
Oh, indubitably.
Yes, come up onto the platform, please.
Silence, please. The judges have conferred and unanimously agreed. The first prize is awarded to the Empire. Just a moment. Will Miss England come forward, please?
That's right.
Many congratulations. John.
Thanks.
May I announce your name?
Why, yes. Mrs. Sarah.
The name of the charming lady who has represented Miss England is Mrs. Farrar.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I will now ask you to keep silence for Mrs. Hubbard, who is going to talk to you on the value of arts and crafts in modern life.
I know, but I can't now. I must...
Quickly, sir, wait.
We must build well and truly. Our foundations must be sure. Oh, thank you so very much. Mr. Wimbush has already promised us a £10,000 incentive. Before we're all done, friends, let us not be lacking. All I ask, and I ask it with all the energy I possess, give me the support
Listen.
Jolly good idea. Adds a touch of romance, eh?
Oh, pulled my leg, have you? Huh. First, my uncle pulled it, tying up my money with this ridiculous condition. And I come 3,000 miles to have it pulled harder. Well, the joke's on you. I'm not marrying anybody, see? I'm through. There's a boat sailing tonight, and I shall be on it. Now walk that off.
Oh, Barney!
I told you it was a rotten idea.
He mustn't go. He shan't go.
Oh, what an experience! Where is Mr. Wimbush? He must speak. Gone?
Gone to Canada.
Yes, but the willow bottomer. Where is he?
Gone for his car. He's catching a boat tonight.
Yes, come!
Happy go.
I know a shortcut to the docks. I don't suppose he does. Get on.
away from me.
Hey, where you going?
Perfect fool. You're not going to Canada. I won't have it.
Oh, aren't I?
Oh, please.
There they are.
Where?
She's caught him.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you played a trick on me. I don't like women like that.
Like what?
Like what I said.
Oh. You won't go? Will you? Will you?
I can't go. I haven't got a ticket anyway.
Oh, you pig. Oh, darling, you frightened me. Are you serious?
Why? Of course I'm serious.
But the Institute.
Institute been blown, that's all. She'll marry him, they'll get $250,000, and I shall have my £10,000. Oh.
£10,000? The willow bottomers. Just enough.
Willow bottomers. Nobody's safe from Mrs. Hubbard.